What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Josh FX. Welcome back to another banger and another educative YouTube video concerning the topic of forex trading. Now, today I'm going to talk about the most anticipated topics and the most crucial topics that affects majority of forex traders out there. Fear, the biggest component why most traders fail to achieve profitability is because of this thing called fear. So I'm going to talk about much more and everything concerning fear and how you as a trader you can remove fear from trading, because you find that fear is what is holding most people back. So I'm going to talk about the whole thing concerning fear and how everything relates to fear and how it stops traders from attaining their profitability. Now, if you have ever found yourself in this situation, that you are in a you are in a trade, you are watching the market, that is you are analyzing the market, then you found a clear setup that a setup that confirms your all edges, a setup that confirms, a setup that complements all of your confluences for the trade for it to be valid. You have found all the confluences are there, then out of nowhere you are unable to press the button. You just remain there fixed, unable to press the button because you are afraid that this trade would go to a lose, to being a loser. And then you find out after you have not pressed the button, now you are still meditating whether you should enter or not this trade. The market hits your entry point and goes in the direction of how you have predicted. Now, if you have ever gone into that scenario, then understand whatever prevented you from taking that trade, whatever prevented you from pressing that button, it's what we call fear. And fear is what has killed most of traders' dreams, or has killed most of the people who are ever interested in forex trading. So this is how it works. So in the grand scheme of things, that the one that I just gave is one of the examples of fear. Okay, let me give you another example of fear. You have entered in a trade, the trade is running already, it's already in profits. The trade, according to you and according to your analysis, you know that if the price reaches to this certain higher high, then that's where you're supposed to take profit. But the moment the price is halfway there, you're already in profits, price is already halfway there, then you automatically become afraid that you are going to lose this amount that you have already gathered, that is already floating in your screen. So the fear makes you to close this trade early, and once you close that trade, you find out the market now is even much going on in your direction. So what stopped you from actually holding on to your balls and sticking to whatever your analysis says? It's because of fear. So fear prevented you. The fear of losing whatever profit that you have is what prevented you from actually allowing the trade to run to your actual target profit. So fear is what prevented you. And there's this thing, another one called the fear of missing out. Just because you are not in the market, then the market has already gone, and at the point where you had placed the market that if it reaches here, I'm supposed to buy, but circumstances happen, you did not take the trade. So what do? You end up jumping into the trade, entering at an entry price level which you are not even supposed to enter. So what do? You end up losing because you did not follow your risk, you did not follow your trading system, you entered in an entry point which is not supposed to. So that is what we call fear of missing out. You don't want to miss out, you just want to be trading at every single time, and every setup that you miss out you feel bad. This is what we call fear of missing out. So we have so many types of fear. We have fear of missing out, fear of losing profits, fear of being wrong. You don't want to just be wrong. That's fear. Fear of pressing the button of whether to buy or to sell. You just become there like you're a statue. There's nothing that you are doing. That's fear holding you back to acting on what you need to act. So that's fear. So that's examples of fear that prevent traders, this majority of traders, to become profitable or for them to act on what they are supposed to do. So where does this fear come from? So it all revolves and comes back to this fear, which is the most important part of them all, the brain or the mind. So the mind is the source of everything. Remember that Our brains, the way they are structured in such a way that to prevent us from experiencing pain. So that's how it is structured, the brain. That's how it's structured. The brain is there to protect us against experiencing either emotional pain or either physical pain. It doesn't matter the type of pain, but it is its own duty and its own work to protect you against emotional pain or physical pain. So how does this fear come about? So there are so many ways you can acquire fear. So let's say you have started trading. Yeah, you have started trading. Then you have entered in a trade. Then that trade ends up into getting stopped out. Your stop loss gets hit. Now you had entered into this trade with full expectation that you are going to make money. So you not getting what you wanted will result into fear or pain. You see? So it results into pain. So pain will create fear. So that's how these things come in. Because you did not get what you wanted from the markets, now it resulted into emotional pain. You felt bad inside. You felt bad like you felt like the market has taken something out of you. So when you felt that pain now, it created the fear. So when the next time the same setup happens, which according to what professional traders knew, they know that every moment in the market is new and unique. But to you, because the last time you got the fear, you got the pain, then the next setup when it comes again now, the same setup, when it appears on your screen and you as a trader are supposed to take it, now there will be that pain now. So the pain when it gets activated now, what does the brain do? The brain activates survival mechanism, and that's how it's survival is going to want to protect you against the pain, for you to not to feel the pain again. So what does it do? It inflicts fear. So you don't press the button. So for you do not, so that you don't want to actually get the fear. So you find yourself just sitting there, not actually doing anything. That's how fear is created. The purpose of the brain is to protect you against fear. And remember, the brain tends to associate whatever happens in our physical reality with whatever is already inside our minds. So whatever you're experiencing in the physical reality is already exists. So if this pain, if this situation that you had already experienced before and it's already painful, the mind or the brain will have to activate survival mechanism to prevent you from experiencing the same thing or the same pain. And this is where the magic happens now. The thing that the brain tries to make you to avoid to make you not feel that pain, actually it will make you feel the same pain by you not avoiding to do what you're supposed to do. So that's how these things are fucked up. So I need to understand how all this shit works. The brain is trying to protect you not to feel the pain, but you not by doing whatever you're supposed to do will automatically make you feel the pain. So let's say the brain now has activated a survival mechanism. You're going to press the button on your edge has appeared. You're going to press the button, and the setup has appeared. You have not pressed the button because you are afraid. You are fearful that this trade is going to go against you. Then you're going to feel pain, which you're going to feel bad. You see, so you do not take the setup, and the setup goes to your entry level, hits it, and goes into direction. So after the goes, you will sit there now wondering, why didn't I take this? Now you'll start feeling bad on why you didn't take the trade. So whatever you are avoiding, whatever your brain was trying to make you avoid, now you're going to feel it whether you like it or not. So what do you have to do for you to survive? You have to do against whatever your brain tells you to do. So whatever your brain tries to protect you, you have to go against that, and that is what makes it much more difficult. And that's why most of these people are never able to survive in this game called forex trading. I hope by this time you're clearly understanding me and how context and how big this situation right here is. That's why most of the 95% of traders fail, because when you come here now, you have to fight. You have to know that your mind is the enemy, not anyone else. Your own mind is your enemy. That's why I usually tell my students in the hidden cage that your mind is the greatest enemy in this career. Your mind is trying to protect you, but in trying to protect you, it's preventing you from doing whatever you are supposed to do. So you must be aware 24/7 on how the mind works for you to become profitable or for you to understand the fear. So as I said, there are so many types of fear. There's fear of missing out, fear of being wrong, fear of fear of not wanting to be wrong, fear of what again? Fear of losing money, fear of what? So there's basically so much fear. So those are the examples I can remember right off at the moment. So How, after you understanding then now that your own brain is working against you, how am I going to prevent from me being fearful? Or how am I going to be able to remove this fear? How am I going to be able to remove these fears that I've just described about? So how are you going to do it? First, you have to start to change your beliefs. As I always say, and I always continue saying, your beliefs is what shapes your reality. Whatever you are fearing, it means it's already inside your mind. So for you to experience a different outcome, you have to first change your beliefs. What is your belief about losing? If you feel bad whenever you lose, then you have to change belief about losing. And losing in trading, it's normal and 100% normal. You need to accept that. That's how professional traders do. They have to accept it, whether it's what and what. So what beliefs do you have about losing? You need to change on that. So that is one way we are going to combat the fear. Second, what is your beliefs about being wrong? Most of you people do not want to be wrong completely, and I don't blame you, because that is how you acquired this programming or this conditioning since the day you are born. All of us, we went through school, you don't want to be wrong, that's why we told you need to be right. But it comes to trading, things are much more different. So what is your beliefs about being wrong? What is your beliefs about missing out? So you have to change your beliefs from being where they used to hurt now to acquiring the right beliefs about it's okay to missing out, you can miss trade, it's okay. There are so many opportunities. The market is always in constant motion. Don't worry about it. The market is going, as long as the market is moving, the market is going to create a new edge, is going to create a new setup. That's how you need, that's the mindset that you need to have. So you need to first change your own beliefs, because your beliefs are what creates the fear. So you need to change your beliefs about everything concerning the fear, either fear of missing out, fear of being wrong, fear of losing. See, fear of losing. That is, those are the three types of fear that I remember right now. So another one, after that you have changed your beliefs now, you have to understand the true nature of the market. Now this is the true nature of the market now. That anything can happen at any given time. That is one true nature of the market, that you don't have to know what is going to happen next for you to make money. Sawa? You don't need to know what is going to happen next for you to make money, because there's the game called probability. If you take your setup over and over again with you maintaining the variables that are supposed to be maintained, automatically you're going to be consistent, you're going to be profitable. So you don't need to know what is going to happen next. This prevents you from predicting or wanting to be 100% correct. So anything can happen. You need to know what is going to happen next for you to make money in the market. Each moment in the market is new and unique. This prevents you from comparing this setup to another setup, because that's what your mind is being programmed. Your mind tends to associate whatever has happened to whatsoever. But according, when you come to the market, each moment is new and unique. These are their realities. That it's okay to. Another reality is you can still lose and still you can be profitable. You see? So those are the new realities, and those realities you have to understand. Whether you like it or not, you can still lose and still be profitable. You can still lose some trades and you can still be profitable. So there's anything can happen. You don't need to know what is going to happen next for you to make money. Anything, every moment in the market is new and unique. Every setup is new and unique, and you can still lose and you can still be profitable. And an edge is simply a probability of one thing happening of another. So there's always a possibility of being wrong and a possibility of being right. So those are the realities of trading that you have to accept inside of you and work on those realities. So you have to understand for you to eliminate the fear. Another one is, this is very crucial because it all comes in the mind. So the next thing that is going to help is meditation. Now meditation it's controversial, as you know, but for me it helped me in my starting, because once I realized that my mind was going against me, now I had to be able to know my thoughts, to be able to observe my thoughts, to be able to check on my thoughts. And how are you going to do that? Is through meditation. So meditation is simply you just sit place, finding a nice quiet place, no lights, no nothing, just you alone and your thoughts, and you just remain there silently and you just observing your thoughts. So how is this important? When you are trading, that is when you are in the market, you'll be able to notice your thoughts, because most people out here are not able to notice their thoughts. But if you practice meditation, that is, majority will be able to know the type of thoughts. When the thoughts comes in, you'll be able and become aware, because you're already training yourself during meditation. you're able to notice some types of these thoughts, because as I said, your mind is your greatest enemy forex trading. Then meditation. So meditation is very key. Controversial, as I said. For me, it worked out. It worked for me. Am I meditating right now? Rarely, because meditation is only for the starting. If you're starting, I used to meditate a lot, but right now, it's only once in a while, where I quieten my mind and everything, and just listen to my own thoughts and just see whatever my mind is doing. So that's what meditation will help you to be aware of your own thoughts, because thoughts are what lead to behaviors to will what activate the fear. So you understand. So you're dealing on things of the mind. The next and the last thing that you have to do is you just have to fight yourself, man. When that little voice that comes telling you, do not press that button, do not press that buy, when you know that you are supposed to press that buy, you need to fight it. You need to go against it. I'm not always talking about physical fight. This is not about physical, this is about mental fight. You need to resist and just do whatever you do. You just have to act like a robot. That's what you need to do. As I said, your mind is the greatest enemy in this whole grand scheme of all forex trading. So when that little voice comes to you, no, it's already, you take that profit. The market is going to go against it. So okay, that is enough. When you know that it is until the market reaches at this place, that's when you're going to take your profit. But your mind is telling you, the little inner voice is telling you, no, you're going to be wrong. Just take that profit. Is enough for the day. You need to fight it and say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I'm supposed to do. So fighting yourself. I'm not talking about you who are fighting a war. I'm not saying that physical fight. I'm talking about a mental fight, when that inner voice tells you to cut down your profits. When that inner voice tells you to allow your losses to run, you need to fight it and say, no, I'm not supposed to allow my losses to run. I'm only supposed to cut down my losses. That's how you're supposed to. See how this shit is? So you need to fight yourself. And let me tell you, once you win against that voice, even if it takes only one victory, when you know that you're not supposed to when you know that you're not supposed to cut down your profits, and you hold on to that your own belief, saying, no, I'm not going to cut down my profit, I'm going to allow this to run until the full TP. Once you win that, you see, this voice, when it was bigger, it's going to lose its strength. You're going to reduce it. That's the magical thing of you being able to fight yourself. It's going to reduce its power. But the moment you confirm to whatever it's telling you to do, like cut down your profits too early, or do not take this setup, you are making it to go stronger. So the only way for you to make this belief to crumble, it's for you to be able to fight it and not do anything. Once you win, once you hold on to that trade, like the time say, I'm going to hold this trade for 2 hours, and once you hold it, trust me, it ceases to work. It loses power. So the only way is for you to do whatever you are supposed to do, not whatever your mind is telling you to do. I'm going to repeat this. For you to become a profitable forex trader, you have to do whatever you are supposed to do, not what your mind tells you to do. I'm going to repeat. For you to become a profitable forex trader, you have to do whatever you are supposed to do. And this will depend on your trading system, your trading rules, your trading risk management, and everything, your trading trade management. Whatever you are supposed to do, you have to do it, not whatever your mind tells you to do. So avoid listening to your mind when you are in these charts, and just do whatever you are supposed to do, and you're going to eliminate fear. You're going to eliminate these minor areas. So guys, if you have found this video, and I know it has been helpful for some of you, because many of you have been suffering from fear of losing money, fear of being wrong, fear of not missing setups. Please guys, I pray that may you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you may get more of this video, and I pray that together guys we're going to reach at the top. That's where we are heading to, guys. So make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share my contents, comment on what I should talk next, and guys, like, subscribe, guys, do me that favor, and see you in the next video.